You know, it's one of those rounds you find yourself in. Anything can happen. There's no guarantees. You know, you've got surfers that are fighting for their careers, fighting for their lives on tour. Come up against some of the world's best in round two. Very unfamiliar ground for a lot of those top seeds. So
an all-Hawaiian matchup. It looks like we'll get this one started quickly. Malia getting deeper than the three-time world champ. Little check off the top. Nice and easy on the float. Knee solid on the landing. Quick fade to set up the inside track. Right into a carve, and now Manuel has the lip to hit. She'll carve through it. And link up the inside corner. Nice fun finishing wall section. Gets one final maneuver in to answer first against Carissa Moore here.
Yeah, a different ball game here on the big stage. You can see Malia commanding that inside position. Nice and deep coming around that section, and this is where you've just got to really connect with the lip. As you said, there's solid float, so testing out that knee. Another nice turn for Malia, just no frills, not really trying too much here, just making sure she gets a good score on the board, applying a little bit of pressure on Carissa Moore, and see how she responds to this opening exchange. But Malia milking this one all the way through. Probably one of the longer waves we've seen here this morning.
Between us, so whenever we had heats, we were going at each other. Here's Malia having another dig. Good looking left.
Manuel start off with a little setup turn, deeper bottom turn, but a late hit on that top turn section, trying to back up the 517 quickly, leaving Carissa Moore out the back all alone. Three-time world champ, former Swatch Pro champ as well here at lower trestles. Eyeing out her first major move. It's a speed jump down the line. Moore sets up the wrap. Two smooth moves to kick things off. The surfer from Oahu. Little carve, float again, looking for a rampy inside corner. Snaps it shut for a solid finish on her opening wave. Wow. These two have met each other so many times in competition. Malia only with one win against Carissa Moore in their lifetime competing on this level. How'd you like the first move, Potts?
Yeah, right here. I think this is where all the points are going to come from. Right there. There's that classic trademark. Just slashing maneuver from Carissa Moore, and again just brings that board all the way around, maintaining that down the line speed, which is so important here at trestles. You don't want to get caught behind the section, play catch up. Nailed that end bit as well. Malia on the flip side of the coin caught this little left-hander, and just a little bit of mistiming right there. Didn't get that board up and over the lip.
Put a lot of work into my boards and figuring out which boards are working well, and I'm just super grateful to have the people at Channel Islands really putting in the time to help me out with that, and I think it's been paying off, and I feel good.
It was such a tiny heat.
Events left on tour, so you've got to look at the rookies. They've just started to find their feet, really. Malia Manuel. This is better from her. A little bit more commitment here. Watch this turn, Joe. Nice, straight up through the lip. That's a bit more like it. That's the old Malia that we know and love. So she's getting herself back into the groove.
Now Carissa winding up, snaps it off the lip, right into a rapid cutback. Inside section already shutting down, but she flows right over the top of the roof.
A little bit of a breather year for Carissa Moore. You know, she's allowed to have a slow year on her standards, but we expect so much from this young lady. 3 world titles, and with surfing like this, you wonder how is she down in number 7, but I guarantee you by the end of the year, she's not going to be down that low.
She's going to come back firing, that's for sure. We're hanging her up in the quarterfinals, and she's used to winning multiple events in a single season. More up now, casual start, but now running after the inside wall. A lot of momentum, looking to ramp up, tail high reverse, and she stomps it. That's something she's been working on. It's all about it. San Clemente, California. Let's check this out.
Well, I mean, look at the casual approach. You can see that section coming, so she prepares herself, widens that stance. Now she gets her foot on the pad and clicks perfectly, rotates out of it, comes out nice and clean.
So it's in the 8 to 10 point range. So Carissa kicking off with a couple of high 7s. Without priority, it's Malia's turn to open up. Manuel, nice clean connection off the coping. Smooth bottom turn, a nice wrap off the top right into a float. So get a little bonus inside corner. Good for one maneuver to finish. Moore's on the next wave. 3-time world champ since the rail. Nice Smooth backhand carve, and now she'll float it and kick out right in front of Malia Manuel.
Let's have a look at Carissa's wave first, though. And a nice little sort of takeoff. You can see this wave starting to get nice and clean. And look at that beautiful swooping maneuver. Cut that short because she wanted to finish off with that beautiful speed float. Was that going to go into her top two? Well, Malia had priority on the first wave of the set. Carissa had to give way. Nice opening turn from Malia. Double pump off the bottom and nice clean turn again. So starting to find the groove here is Malia Manuel. Definitely a better wave for her. And I think it's going to be her top scorer. She's looking for a massive 9.56, but
all three of those names dealing with round two today. And now Carissa on what might be her final wave to protect her lead. Big frontside carve on the open face. Lays down a little fading cutback. And looking for something solid on the inside. Tries to force the reverse. That wave didn't really help her out. We're down left chasing a 7.86 on her comeback to the top 17. She got her 7-7 to put herself back in the game. So great to see Malia back in the jersey, getting a little warm-up as she'll be heading off to Europe to finish off the rest of the season. And a three-time world champ Carissa moves on to round three.